segment now.
Yes. So the report is from 223 countries and territories, and they have reported around 410 million COVID-19 cases and around 6 million deaths since the China reported its first case to the World Health Organization in December 2019. So from that time till now, we have crossed more than 2 years, almost 2 years, 3 months we have crossed. And in this facing continuous pandemic, continuous attack through the COVID-19, we have lost almost 6 million lives just because of the COVID. Also, the people who got infected with the COVID-19 are at increased risk of developing heart conditions up to a year later. Also, the Pan American Health Organizations warned that the millions of children have fallen behind on routine immunization during the pandemic, causing outbreaks of disease such as measles and diphtheria in Latin America and the Caribbean. So, as we have been facing the continuous lockdown for last 2.5 years, because of that, the various things has been shut down, has completely stopped working. And also the doctors, specifically all the doctors who have been in the forefront of fighting the corona, has been engaged with the COVID patients only and not getting time to take care of the other health issues. And because of that, many countries have fallen behind on the various routine immunizations, and that is also causing the bad health effect of the many children in those countries. Many doctors believe that it is possible to have a long-term effect from the Omicron variant of the virus. So COVID is, as per the doctors, it's causing a risk of developing heart condition up to a year. But here, in the case of Omicron, the effect could be much longer than 1 year itself. A lot of people who catch the coronavirus remain ill for an extended period. An estimated 10 to 40% later suffer from the long COVID. Also, the Delta variant has replaced the Alpha variant with which the COVID-19 started, also known as the Wuhan virus. So from there, from Alpha, we have seen the Delta variant becoming more dominant. And after the Delta, the Omicron is becoming more dominant variant. And the reason for this is having high transmissible rate. The Delta, which had 40 to 60% higher transmissible rate, became dominant in the last year, summer 2021. And now the Omicron is becoming more dominant because it has a higher transmissible rate compared to Delta itself. In comparison to original strain of SARS-CoV-2, Omicron contains 72 mutations throughout its genome. Also, Omicron is often able to evade existing immunity long enough to start an infection, cause symptoms, and transmit onward to the next person. This explains why reinfections and vaccine breakthrough infections seem to be more common with Omicron. Also, many around the world are pinning their hopes on the vaccine, but even that isn't a quick fix. So that some people may not be willing to vaccinate it, and a lot of people around the world are choosing not to get vaccinated for various reasons. Also, scientists are not sure that if someone, even though someone is vaccinated, he could not get the virus and spread it. It's possible that they could still get the virus and spread it, even though they themselves may not fall sick. So with this, the overall report is that the virus is getting more and more stronger and more virulent. It's causing more and more death as the time is passing.
It is not. The COVID is not only for the people who are getting COVID positive. It is for the health workers who are attending to them, trying to save their life in their deathbed. Here, the report from many countries has stated that even the doctors who are in the forefront attending to the prayers, attending to the patients who have got struck with this COVID-19 have been already tested positive. This report says this new COVID-19 study highlights suicide risks to the healthcare workers. One side they're getting COVID positive, on the other side they're going through so much of turbulence, the internal turbulence, which is forcing them to go on beyond that, even up to the suicide itself. A new study says 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers had a thought of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. The healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rate of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with the COVID-19 cases. Initial finding recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce, almost 70% and 45% of depression and 15% of stress. This is the state of healthcare workers in the current world now. Yes. So World Health Organization also warned, the chief has already warned that it would be dangerous to assume that highly transmissible Omicron was the last variant to emerge and that the world was in the end game of the pandemic. As we all know, we have gone through the multiple variants, started from the original COVID virus and it is went through Alpha and Delta, and now the world is facing the Omicron. It is not just variants. Already we have seen around 50 variants, almost around 200 variants in Delta, and around 10 variants are already coming up in the Omicron. So the World Health Organization said that the conditions are ideal for more variants to emerge, and it is also said that this virus are getting more and more stronger. So there are no more going to be an idea where we're going to enjoy the end of pandemic or the end of this game. So another one report says there is a chance, the high possibility rate for getting the Omicron again. An initial stage where the vaccines are came as a solution for the Omicron. Now the condition is suggested that saying that there is a chance of people, even they got cured from the COVID-19, there is a huge possibility for them to get the Omicron again. So if you consider the number of recovered cases all across the globe, around 400 million cases have been already identified all across the globe. Now, more than maybe like around the death cases is around till hanging around 5%. The remaining 95% are recovered. If you take this as a one more actual report, now that all other remaining people who are treated negative from the COVID positive have the risk of getting this Omicron again. The report says 2/3 with the Omicron say they have the COVID before. So the possibility rate is around 33% now. The findings comes from the large continuous study via swab testing reveals that people may likely to catch the COVID. They include healthcare workers and households with the children, a lot of members under a single roof. On about 100,000 polymer chain reactions, the PCR, about 4,000 were positive, by far the highest rate since the pandemic began. And when the selection of them were sequenced to check what type of the COVID was to blame, virtually all were Omicron. So there's a high possibility of people getting the Omicron back is very high now. So another one reports also said that there is the possibility of we facing the two pandemic altogether, one by the Delta. Still now, Delta has not completely taken over and is not removed from the global community now. Still, the corner of the world are still having the daily positive rates of Delta variants. Another report says no more the 10, 7, and 14 days quarantine for the people who got COVID positive will be efficient now because the COVID virus may remain active for longer than the recommended quarantine period. The study said the virus which caused the COVID-19, the SARS-CoV-2, can infect the person for more than 200 days in a typical case. The recent study has detected. The study also said that initially, whatever the protocol is followed to combat the diseases, it's not going to help us in this case. About 8% of people infected by the SARS-CoV-2 may be able to transmit the virus for more than 2 months without necessarily manifesting any symptoms during the final stage of the infection. So all the protocols are being removed from the community now in the name of combating the disease. It will be a quarantine or just 6 feet distance, social distancing, all are become redundant now. So what is the solution now? Here, Devi is giving the conscious solution for each one of us to overcome this pandemic. Yes, we have seen vaccines are not going to help. quarantine facility which is offered, and then we are following in the community all across the globe is not going to help. Even social distance also not going to help. Here, Devi has given the conscious solution to overcome the full suffering of the pralaya. So let us hear it from the Devi Parashakti.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட, நன்மையை சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் ஒன்று, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் மயக்கமும் வாழ்வீர்கள் வளத்தொடு நல் ஞானம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்
Yes. So now we'll look into the translation of what Devi Parashakti revealed to all of us just now. Understand? These are the very powerful, simple but very powerful solutions given by Devi Parashakti for all of us to face the various impact or the various impact caused by the pandemic, by the pralaya. So we'll be looking into the solution as Devi Parashakti just revealed to all of us. Devi Parashakti is saying, "O humans, do not be scared of the deadly infection corona. Through these 8 ways, you can protect yourself from the deadly infection of the corona. First, praying and meditating on me, surrendering to me through social media, wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing fire walking, applying turmeric in chest, drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day, being in unclustered state, filling with eternal bliss, doing ajapa japa of the cosmic sound, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. With complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in the heel and going to sleep, being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting in the Arunachala Spurna that blossoms as Aham, Aham, in the state of Ananda Spurna. So these are the 8 ways Parashakti has shared with all of us and through which we can, by practicing all this, by practicing any one, we will be able to protect ourselves from the deadly impact of this corona. So with this solution, listening to this solution, now we are also going to move into the next segment where we will learn how to connect with Devi Parashakti. How to connect with Devi Parashakti, how to put our prayer request, how to put our blessing request to Devi Parashakti. And also we'll go through the various ritualistic offering to Devi Parashakti. But before that, we'll have a short break. Please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa.
Available to all of us, to wherever we are.
Fearlessness, more joy, more bliss.